A 17-year-old girl is spending Easter with her family today thanks to a number of Good Samaritans. Now, this picture is worth 1,000 words. You can see Sabrina Montejano met one man who helped save her life the other day. 9 News 9's Keaton Thomas sat down with that same man and has his amazing story.
Aaron Romero is a nurse at the VA hospital in Tucson. He and his wife, Katie, were on their way home Friday afternoon from running some errands. Then they came upon this small white car rolled over, sitting upside down in an irrigation canal. His wife, Katie, knew he could help.
I just knew that he needed to be there.
I swear, just hearing the sound of her voice say go, it was an immediate slingshot for me to just dart as fast as I could to the accident.
4 young adults were in the car during the accident, and at least 2 were still trapped inside when Romero got there. First, he found a passenger.
I pulled her out to safety and then I was walking out of the canal to make sure we got to a safe distance, and I guess once the shock effect was kind of wearing off for her, she was able to tell me that there was someone else still in the vehicle.
The driver, 17-year-old Sabrina Montejano, was trapped inside. 2 other bystanders used chains and tow ropes to lift and flip the car back upright.
The car was just suspended long enough for me to visualize the driver hanging out of the window as the car turned over, and I went to assess to see if she still had a pulse, which at that point she was pulseless and unresponsive. There was a safety belt and it was wrapped around her neck and down the back, so that made it even harder to try to pull her out.
Romero said someone on scene came up with a knife. He cut the belt, brought her to safety, and performed 3 cycles of CPR on the girl, finally getting her to breathe again.
I've done CPR several times at multiple jobs, and I have never felt a pulse feel that great ever in my life.
That's when emergency crews finally arrived and brought her to the hospital. That night, Montejano's family got in touch with Romero, and the next day, he and his family were by her bedside.
My wife baked some cookies for them, and we were able to go see them, and it was just an amazing experience. It was very touching.
They learned Montejano is about to turn 18 in a few weeks. High school graduation is coming up, and so is prom.
She lost the money somewhere that she was saving up for a prom dress in the canal.
So Romero offered to buy her a prom dress.
I told her, you can get as foo-foo as you want to.
And if all that wasn't enough for you, well, Romero lost something himself while trying to save these people. His wedding ring, it slid off and into the canal.
But I do have a special thanks for Officer Jenkins.
He stopped the water and went to go find the ring.
He came to the house and had it in his hand with a big smirk on his face as I was getting ready to go to work. And he said, look what I have here.
What an ending. Keaton Thomas, KGUN-9 on your side.
Wow, and what an incredible story. That gave me chills. Montejano is still in the hospital and her health is progressing. Northwest Fire tells us those bystanders are partly responsible for saving lives that day.